Decorating, of course, is a huge part of all of the holidays now this year, but of course the price tag can quickly add up, so it's really a good idea to decorate smart and save lots of green.
Yes, and Adeina Anderson from Creative Lifestyles with Adeina is here to help bring that fall feeling to your home without breaking the bank.
Well, first we start with flannel.
Yeah, that's right. You can't go wrong with that.
I know, exactly. But we're going to start with the wreaths because the wreaths are really inexpensive and you can reuse them for every holiday. So this grapevine wreath has been on set probably for a year and a half because we've used it for every holiday, and this is kind of a burlap wrap wreath, and you start with just the burlap ribbon, and you're going to wrap it all the way around the wreath, and then you start putting your flowers in. So don't hot glue anything, because when you're done to move to the next season, you just take the flowers out and add, like we'll put Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever in there.
I see. So you just took the flowers, you just kind of cut them off.
Cut them off with the wire cutters.
So I'll start with the burlap.
And since it's one of those that's made out of sticks, you wouldn't have to wrap it completely. You could leave gaps in there, right?
Exactly, yes. And now you could use a styrofoam wreath like what you're going to use for this same project with the burlap, or you can do it with the grapevine, which is what I love, is that they're so versatile. You can use them for pretty much anything.
Okay, all right. Well, speaking of the styrofoam wreath, and this is one that's going to be, look at how beautiful that is. It does take a little bit of time, but it's one of those where
I did like an hour.
Yeah,
I think,
if you're going to be watching a movie or something like that, and you can get this at
any craft store, Amazon, Walmart, they all carry them. And the bandanas, same thing, any craft store. But I will tell you, I had to buy the brown bandanas on Amazon because they were sold out everywhere.
Okay.
So quick tip there.
I noticed that about decorations.
Yes.
They are selling out early. People are getting started, y'all.
Yes.
Cut them in strips about 1.5 inches wide, something like that. And
there's tied 3 knots. I did 3 knots because it makes the bandanas a little bit shorter, and they don't just hang too much. They kind of stick out a little bit more.
Okay.
And you're going to do about 100 around there, about 50, depending on the size of the wreath, because the styrofoam come in different sizes, just like the. Look how pretty, Fiona.
And then get some of these flowers, and they've got the little,
stick them in.
little wire stem in there.
And so you don't have to glue anything. Same with the styrofoam. That styrofoam wreath has been hanging around for a while, I think since Valentine's Day.
Okay. Yeah, that's very easy to, and a fun little one for the kids to do too.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Okay, next.
We have our mason jar centerpiece. This is so simple to make, and all you're going to do is just grab a ball jar, mason jar, go ahead and put about 1 to 2 coats of the Deco Art paint on there. It depends on how you want it to look. Like if you want it to have that kind of chalkboardy looking feel, you know, where you can kind of see through it, just put 1 coat. Otherwise, let it dry about 10 to 20 minutes, add another coat. On the ones I have over there, I think I put 3 coats on. And then I just use a sponge brush to do this, and then you can also use a sponge brush to write the letters on their fall or whatever you want to write, or just leave them plain and start adding your flowers to the center.
And that could be a centerpiece, or even the windowsill over the kitchen sink or something like that.
Or a fireplace, or anywhere. Yes, definitely. And speaking of fireplace, Mike, you got your little box over there.
This just looks cozy, you know?
Yes. I just added all my fall favorites, a blanket, you know, because of the cooler weather, a lantern, because I collect lanterns, and then, Mike, you have our fun little pumpkin, toilet paper pumpkin.
For those of you that really hoarded all this stuff in the past year and a half.
I mean, I saw this, and now I know what to do with all the one-ply toilet paper my husband accidentally bought.
So
I call it the pandemic toilet paper.
Just a piece of the Halloween material here.
Right, fall material, whatever you have. I just happen to have that hanging around, and you just stuff it all in the middle, and then you add a cinnamon stick to the middle, and that kind of gives it a pretty scent as well. Look how simple and quick and easy that was. Put them all over your house.
And what a great way even to decorate in the powder room with this right here. And
definitely. And speaking of cinnamon sticks, I've got this yummy cocktail here. This is probably one of my favorite cocktails, and all I did was take a shot of the Enchanted Rock vodka, a shot of the Rebecca Creek whiskey, add a little bit of caramel drizzle.
Ooh, caramel.
To the outside, or to the inside here.
Yeah.
And you can kind of just add as much of that as you want. We got our shot. And then I just added apple cider. That you can buy apple cider anywhere. I was at, I think, Target yesterday, and they had a whole bunch of different apple cider. And then add your bitters, your orange bitters, and then just add some fresh apples to it.
Oh, that sounds great. That'd be
and an orange slice.
Warm drink too.
Right? Cinnamon stick, and you could top it off if you want it to be a sparkly drink with some sparkling apple cider.
There we go.
Fantastic ideas
Cheers
as
to
always.
the season. Yes, thank you so much. For more information on Creative Lifestyles with Adeina, just head to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab.
Well,